We're live.
Welcome, everyone, to an all-new Mega64 Podcast. In case you were afraid it was a rerun. Not this week.
No.
No, we're doing all new stuff.
What if we started playing reruns on Twitch and not telling everyone, you know?
Nobody would even notice.
Yeah.
You don't
Doesn't
think?
Howard Stern do that? Like
Howard Stern does do that.
Yeah, they kind of don't say anything, huh?
Yeah, it's like
And
you
then
don't
they
know.
play
It's
an
like,
older
yeah, it's
thing.
just like,
He's done a
wait
thing.
a minute, I've heard this before.
Over his whole career, he's done a thing where he does not announce when he's going off the air. He's just off the air. They never announce like, hey, we'll see you in a couple days. Tonight's our last show for the Easter break. They never have once announced that.
So people keep listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I always do. I will check, and it'd be like, oh, you know.
It's a move. Yeah, it's a smart move.
And then it's like, well, yeah. I mean, you could hear like we're gonna be off for 3 months. You would just go, well, I'll unsubscribe.
Why am I
for
paying
3
for
months.
this?
Yeah.
It's true.
Anyway,
We're back.
Welcome to our show.
We didn't have one last week, but I'm so happy to be back. So much to talk about.
yeah. Sean, you wanted to go into something. I figured let's just do it up front. Why you tweeted out you're the world's biggest Dilbert fan? Do you want to like go into that?
I
He said he loves Kathy
am
too.
not a Dilbert fan. I don't care about Dilbert. And so that's my stance on the matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to get as far away from
Why'd
Dilbert
you tweet out that
as
you're
possible?
the biggest fan?
That's the funny thing, Derek, is I didn't tweet that out.
Oh,
I had nothing.
I might have looked at someone
You
else.
probably looked at someone else's. Someone else said they could get behind Dilbert, but I did not
You
say
didn't
that.
say that.
Is this a
Okay.
bit? I'm confused.
I saw that the guy from Dilbert went on this crazy racist
He's
rant.
been eliminated from every place that
Oh, really?
could be printed. Yeah.
What did he say?
Well, Derek, I don't want to quote it.
Can you get?
Yeah. Probably not going to be doing that.
Can you give me the gist of it?
Pretty much, the creator of Dilbert says that he will no longer be around black people or something. Something like
just
that.
about the most.
There was no gray area with this.
Yeah,
he was
just
very
about
like
as clear as you could make it.
Get as far away as possible.
It was in there. Yes,
It
that
was
was in there.
something like that, and it's like, what the?
He's been saying crazy shit for months though on that same background of his office that he's doing Skype
Yeah.
calls in or whatever.
Oh my god!
Because I seen clips going, what the fucking
Wait,
Dilbert guy?
So Dilbert said this?
No.
Yeah,
well,
this is his latest comment.
Maybe. It was
Because isn't this guy isn't he Dilbert?
I guess
Isn't he
he-
just based Dilbert on himself.
he probably did.
So
Well,
Dilbert
I-
said
Dilbert
that?
was still a thing.
I've been watching a lot
Dang,
of.
dude.
I said before, news radio, like that old '90s sitcom or whatever.
Oh, great show.
Great show, but there was a whole episode arc about Dilbert.
Yeah.
And
no.
at the end,
Yeah, I remember that.
at the end,
I didn't know this.
Matt-
I found
it's-
out about Dilbert.
Yeah, Matthew, the character was Andy Dick. He is obsessed, and like Dave Foley is like, I'm not reading. I don't care about Dilbert. I'm not reading it. And then Matthew ends up quitting. It's a whole thing. But then they get the creator of Dilbert to come on to convince Matthew to come back.
This dude does a cameo in
Well,
news radio.
it turns out, like at the end, Dave's like, "That's just some actor from like no one knows who the Dilbert creator is." Like, and then they move on. So it wasn't that guy. It was
how
just an
funny.
actor playing the creator of Dilbert.
Okay, good. So news radio
So
isn't taken off
I
the
just
air.
watched the episode like a few days ago, and I was like, "Dude, this is the creator of Dilbert. He's bring the actor back. Fuck this guy."
Get the actor to do it. So you're not a fan of Dilbert?
Not a
You're
fan
not
of
into it.
Dilbert.
Okay.
I have never been, nor do I plan to.
Wait.
Okay.
So
well, then that's
He's a
something.
family circus guy.
is Dogbert racist?
Now,
Oh no! What?
Catbert is
is there really a cat bird?
racist.
Yeah.
I'm so unfamiliar with the Bert universe.
Can everyone? I'm done with that. Can everyone just say if you're racist or not? Ugh. Take a minute to think about it. Theme song.
Where Todd and Aaron?
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us, the Mega64 Podcast, here on a hot Sunday night. We are recovering from our day-long hours of competition that we
That
had.
was the longest hour.
That was the longest hour.
I mean, that's a hell of a lot of competing. Yeah.
Mega64 Olympic Board Games 2023 was last weekend. If you didn't see the show, you can catch it on YouTube. If you did see the show, it was a hell of a show.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah.
I hated the ending, but it was overall. It
You
was
hated it.
Why'd
What's
you
wrong
hate
with the ending?
what was
I
wrong with the
seem to
ending?
enjoy the ending.
it was just. I'm just seeing someone getting so rich in front of my eyes with Amazon gift cards. Every few months, this fucker just comes up with another Amazon gift card haul.
Get good.
Yeah, why didn't you practice?
Dude, the fucking
It's like Dark
pie
Souls, bro.
game. No, get out.
I've been playing video games better. I've been playing analog games better. I'm playing tabletop games in my spare time. I've been training. Like I trained for the Hanukkah cast this year. I trained again for the Olympic board games because I wanted to take home that gold. And it's not the money, Sean. The money's fun, but what it really is the fierce competition. And I hope that next year you bring fiercer
For me, it's only the
attitude.
money.
Oh, come on.
See, I said, let me just say, I said on stage, I was going to split it if
You
I
offered
was
that.
given the path to victory.
Well, I
was
said
willing
on
to split
stage
it.
I was going to give it all away, so I
Yeah.
think I one up to you.
No, not for these people.
You
where
made-
I would have given it to them.
You made it sound like the path was a sure thing.
I
Viewers
almost.
don't. Well, it would have been if you gave it to me.
There was a moment where Garrett was slipping on the Twister game, and I was like, "Oh, I should send Derek my wish list." I should.
Yeah. Oh, you guys didn't send. You guys didn't take the time to send Derek.
No,
your
did you
wish
do
list?
that?
No, I thought about it. I should have.
Yeah.
There were a lot of great wish lists. I really like. This was the second year I wanted to spend the money on the
It's such a
fans.
good idea.
I didn't make it. You know,
You're so
I felt-
close.
So if you missed the show, you should watch it. I'm gonna spoil it for you. It was Garrett and I in the final, and it was a game of Twister. I
Yeah.
feel
Oh,
disappointed in myself.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I had more in my tank and I wanted to keep playing. I honestly, maybe I ran out of stamina, but I feel like I tripped, you know? I had to like move my left foot over my right foot and like my toes hit my heel as I was doing it and I collapsed. I think I went too fast, you know? If I kind of mentally was struggling and I was like just struggling to move quickly. If I would have taken my time, I think I could have stayed in the game.
Yeah. You know, Derek, the first year we did this, it was me and you in the finals, and I lost Connect 4. And it really, I still am not all the way over it. I'm like, why did I play those? Fuck, that was stupid. Why did I take a second longer to look at like the board before I, you know?
same here. Connect again. You know, I did Jenga for like 2 hours last year,
Yeah.
and then as soon as we started Connect 4, it was you're out. Oh, okay.
And so
Could have taken one more
for
second.
me, I think I almost feel like being second is probably the most heartbreaking place to be because you're right there. You're right. Fucking, so close, you know.
But dude, 5 guys for fucking
That's
fries.
you did get 5.
I did
guys.
go to
Small
5
fries.
guys. I went the very next day.
Oh,
Fuck
did
yeah,
you
you
really?
did.
Consolation prize. Yeah, I did. I didn't mind coming in second. You know, I gave it my all.
You did.
I'm with you, Derek. Like I thought we were going to go a lot longer.
Yeah.
We've been both watching the show. You tuned me onto it called was it Physical 100?
Yeah, I was going to recommend that show to everybody.
Yeah, what is
Well,
that? I've been seeing that around.
that's-
Well, let's
making
talk
me-
about it
Yeah,
after we talk
sure.
about board game.
But that
Olympics.
show has to do with these like long, stressful, almost like mind over matter, hold yourself in these uncomfortable position kind of aspects. And now watching that, I just feel like me and you were the perfect competitors
we were
in
doing
the
it
final.
in Twister.
Yeah, and I really did think we were going to go long because I was starting to get a little. I think you can hear my mic. I'm breathing a little heavier, but you surprised me. It was out of nowhere.
Oh, thank you. I feel like I need to address the audience though.
We do need to address them.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw a lot of accusations online.
Oh no.
Shame on
Oh
them.
no.
Questioning my character?
What?
Oh my God.
Accusing me of cheating
No.
at Twister?
Boo. Yes.
Accusing me of cheating at Twister. People were like messaging me at all in
Oh,
the chat.
no way.
They were
Oh,
all
my God.
over it. Like, this guy lifted his hand up. What?
my
to,
God.
to move his things. You know what I mean?
I do.
Like,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
sometimes you're so twisted. You're like
Oh,
this.
Yeah, and you have
Yeah,
to
And
readjust.
it's like, move your arm. And it's like, well, I'm going to have to lift this off and move my arm and put it back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm on the official Twister rules.
He's got 'em right there. I
I've
see
looked
it.
them up.
Okay.
This is on Hasbro's
You could
website.
Google official Twister rules,
Yep.
and it says
I love this.
Never remove your hand or foot from a circle
Oh.
unless you're
Oh.
directed to by the referee after a spin.
Oh.
Exception.
Oh. What?
You may lift a hand or foot to allow another hand or foot to pass by, as long as you announce it to the referee beforehand and replace it on the circle immediately afterward.
Okay.
Which I feel
Which
like
you
I did.
asked.
I
You
said,
asked.
like, I have
Yeah.
to do this.
I mean, I saw you doing it. I let it continue. It's like that's.
yeah.
I saw it happen and I remained quiet. You don't think I see fucking lifting
Well,
going on?
let
I'm
me
looking
just-
through my legs.
Oh, wait, hold on. There's another rule here. If your called out hand or foot is already on a circle of the called out color, you must try to move it to another circle of
Wait.
the same color.
What?
Oh.
Okay, here's where-
Oh, I think I remember Garrett doing like 5 moves in a
In a
row. where
row,
he didn't
dude.
move
Sean,
to any
Yeah?
circle.
Sean, you were spinning
I was spinning.
so in my favor because it was like it's
He
already there.
was turtled up.
The spins.
He
were the
was turtled
spins,
up.
You know.
green left hand. Oh, it's already there. So what you're saying is that we should have been playing where I have to
Put it on another
move it
green.
on a different green, and I could keep going back to the 2 greens, but so we weren't playing that right.
Well,
I think that this game needs to be thrown out. I think that the results
Well, I wouldn't say
need
that.
to be
He already
contested.
split the winnings with you, so I think it's fine.
I don't need the money. I don't care about the money. I was going to spend it on wish lists anyways.
Yeah.
I wasn't
See,
going
it's
to
not
keep
about
it.
money for me.
It's about honor.
I'll
want-
I'll
it's
take
about the
gift cards
trophy.
if you don't want them.
I'm
I
like
would
It's
take
about
them.
the trophy.
I want to fight the strongest, and I want to compete at the highest level.
Well,
So
let me just say real quick. I was going on, I didn't know if that was 100% official or not. I hadn't read the rule book. I was going off of, I can't remember who in the chat said this, but someone in the chat said my philosophy with Twister. There's always going to be shit lifting up. Oh, this move, that move,
mat
whatever.
moves,
You
yeah.
got to just wait for someone to fall down. That's my policy with it.
It's
so
very
I was
true.
seeing it, oh, should Derek have lifted this up, that up? Hey, man, I wanted to see what would happen, and I waited for the tumble. That was it. That was my policy. Everyone's got their own. So that's me.
That's cool. I
That's
mean,
true.
if you want to go by the rules one random person writes in the chat, fine.
I'm just
fine.
saying they mirrored
But
my
the
philosophy.
official rule book has been laid out, and I think maybe we should have a rematch.
Oh.
For $1,000, this is a rematch
Okay.
for the trophy.
Oh, shit.
no, I don't care
I don't
about
know,
the
Sean.
money.
You pick, man. Whatever you want.
Yeah, Garrett doesn't care about the money.
I'll
Whatever
I'll
you
hold
want.
on
man.
to the
can't
money so
take-
no one has to worry about it.
I can't take
And then-
another
It's-
grand off you guys.
I'm not giving you another $1,000. You spend that $1,000?
We'll get to that.
Dude, you had a weekend.
Yeah,
wow,
Garrett, just
what'd
get a
you
refund.
do?
Get a refund on whatever it was, and then we'll.
That money's gone.
What did you buy, dude? A
Investments.
TV.
You invested
You bought
in what,
NFTs
Amazon?
and
Dude.
Bitcoin?
Yeah, Amazon has NFTs. They're the best NFTs. You get them in like one day.
Got a TD
invested it.
Ameritrade account.
Yes, I don't think we need to get money involved.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
that. Yeah, I
There's a little bit of a dispute here. I think we need to do maybe like a contract signing, just to lay down the rules officially.
Okay.
Oh, Okay.
We'll have to sort this out by next week.
Let's get the verbiage
Okay.
all laid out so there's no, distinction on who wins this next
Yeah,
week.
exactly. Because this is too loosey goosey.
Or do you want a best 2 out of 3?
Oh, well, we'll have to lay out
And-
those terms in the contract.
And
Yeah.
we'll count this first game from the Olympic board games as a fair game. We're not going to throw it out.
Okay, yeah, okay, sure. We can do, well,
Okay.
it's not, we're going to be playing by different rules.
I mean,
We'll figure it all out.
Oh, my goodness.
Sean, what do you think? What do you
Well,
think?
I think Twister was a bad idea for the last game because I knew this was going to. Because Twister is a game that you always fight over. People fight over this game when it's worth nothing. Now it's worth $1,000 and
No,
a
it's not.
trophy.
Oh, I'm not fighting.
It's not over $1,000.
I'm just saying I want a rematch.
I'm just saying.
I
that
want
if it was
fair
Jenga,
shot.
there's no dispute, right? Like that just happened.
And I'm also saying I don't think Derek got a fair shot either, and I want to give him that rematch.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. All right. If you both feel that way.
But I might want to
Man of honor. I appreciate that. I respect it.
I might want to also see Rocco and Sean as the 3rd and 4th players in one form of this Twister competition too.
that's
no,
that's
no.
a small map. For
You
a lot
guys
of
should have a
people.
chance to reclaim the
Yeah,
title.
I think I buzzed in with the
I'll allow that.
Steven Spielberg answer before
Do you like
I
that?
got hosed.
These guys can get in if they want.
Sean, I thought you lost on Frasier.
No.
Sean was so eager to talk about
That was
Frasier
the first
that
one.
He goofed up.
That was the first one.
The answer was Dr.
The
Quinn.
one that got me was the one where I buzzed in to say who directed Jurassic Park. Obviously, it was Spielberg. We all knew it, but it was who buzzed in first. And I don't know if we got the official results. If anyone
Derek.
checked the tapes. What?
Who's Derek?
Did you check?
I think so.
Yeah,
check.
it's on YouTube. You can timestamp it. I was kicking ass the whole competition.
You did great. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
again, I'm the people's champ.
Mhm.
If there is money on the line, I gotta fulfill these wish lists.
Mhm.
I got hundreds of gifts to buy for the viewers. All right,
Mm-hmm.
if that's an option. If not, we'll just do it for the honor of the
for
trophy.
the honor, yeah. But then, let me say that it would be pretty confusing. It'll be like a Mandalorian situation if we do a bonus event and people who tune in next year are like, "What? Garrett won. Why is Derek holding the trophy? I don't understand what happened here."
Our fans are smart enough to get
Yeah,
it.
they'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
I have faith in their intelligence.
We'll do. I mean,
They'll put the pieces together.
Even this year, we had a previously on
Recap.
Morbid Board
Yeah,
Games. We'll do
That's
it. We'll do it next
true.
time.
Okay.
I believe in the fans. I believe in the people. That's why I want to buy them gifts.
Yeah. We'll put
That's
this.
why I need this rematch.
We'll put this all in the contract and we'll figure it out. And I think in the contract it should be that this is for the trophy.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we'll make this official. Like, if you win this, you get next year's prize automatically.
Whoa, whoa.
You know what? I'm
When
gonna
the
You get
time
automatically
comes.
put into
When
the
the time
Omega
comes,
round.
they just give it to you.
Veto that.
Winner of mid quarter 1 2023 Twister goes into
Yeah.
the Omega round
But
automatically.
I will say, if I'm just if people out there think this is bullshit, I will accept the results. If you go back and watch the tape and you're like, "Nah, Derek, there's no rematch," I'll take it, whatever. But I was just hurt to be accused of cheating, and I just feel like I want an opportunity to play fair,
And I want a
to,
longer
and to
fight.
have a fair competition.
I want you to have that fair competition, and I want a longer battle.
Oh, I'm training, dude. I'm planking every night.
I want the sweat to be dripping from the tips of our noses.
It was dripping from the tip of my nose. I was dripping sweat on that.
Really?
Twister mat. Yeah.
I mean,
of course I was.
Everyone's working hard on that. That game is no joke. Twister is hard.
Yeah.
Were you sore the next day, Derek?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
for
think
sure.
you had to be.
Wow.
Yeah.
Had to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Sore the next.
Oh, you're not sore? What a dick. Oh my God. Is he laughing at you? Garrett.
Okay.
This
All
is
right.
a heel turn.
All right. That's it.
What the?
Garrett works out at every freestyle. He has
That's
he has
true.
a kettlebell that weighs 1,000,000 pounds on the side of his thing.
You think I get sore the next day, Sean?
I mean, I guess not. Yeah, Garrett underneath his thing has nothing but weights. I wish we could show Garrett's workout bench. Is it gone?
Oh, I tore it down.
You tore it down?
Tore it down.
It's literally just 2 cinder blocks and a piece of wood, and he just uses that all the time to work out on of our meetings and stuff. It's wild.
Man.
I learned in jail.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
My cousin, he teaches me from a high detention correctional facility.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we do the physical training. I didn't mention that part before.
Yeah. I've been to one of those before.
Yeah.
It was no fun.
We're in San Colinas. It's a lot of fun.
I did not have a good time. It was a
You went to jail?
Oh wait,
Wrong mindset.
Las
I
Colinas,
went to a maximum security prison for a field trip.
Oh, it wasn't
fun.
like Scared Straight?
College. No, I mean, yeah. What,
You didn't have fun?
What was I doing?
Yeah.
Dude.
It was an economics class.
You got to
And
bring
you
that.
had to go.
You got to bring that positive mental attitude. You know,
Yeah,
the,
to
It
prison.
was
the fun is what you make of it.
well. It was. I mean, I don't know why the teacher took us there. Maybe to get me straight.
To scare
It
you
worked
straight.
because I never forgot it. And it's like, why the fuck was I? Why did I do that for economics in a community college class?
I think that's what you said, Derek, is the closing line of Shawshank Redemption. I just watched it, and it was a really great.
You got to bring that positive
Yeah.
mental attitude.
See?
Fun is what you make.
I
of it.
should have brought a better attitude here.
That is, dude.
You should have been happier.
He
in
gets
prison.
out of jail. They fucking meet
And
in
he's
Mexico.
bored. Yeah.
Yeah, he walks
And he-
on the beach.
And that's why he gives that really bored look to Morgan Freeman, just like, should have stayed. This sucks.
I miss all my friends.
Yeah.
I
I miss
feel
my
like-
homies.
I miss tarring that roof.
What were you gonna say?
I don't
feel-
think that would fly now. I don't think that field trip is happening anymore.
Well, kids are too soft. That's why.
Yeah,
I'm too soft.
Send them to
I was
prison. They
too
wouldn't,
soft
they
to
wouldn't
do
even know
that.
what to do.
Which school? It was a local school here in
It
San
was a
Diego.
community college. Yeah.
Oh, you were in. You were like in your 20s?
No, I guess I was 19.
19?
Yeah.
That's not
And
so
what
bad.
was it like? Just kind of a aggressive attitude from the inmates, or what?
Yeah,
was it that was
you'd
scary?
walk into they took us to the maximum security.
Everyone's
part.
like eyeball fucking you, or what?
They literally
Mm-hmm.
were calling out people that they wanted to fuck.
Oh,
Legitimately.
See,
Oh,
this is what we got to get
yeah.
into.
Legitimately.
Yeah, I remember you
the
brought
brown
this up.
shirt.
That's got to be flattering.
We
Yeah.
we walked
Tall
in.
boy with the tracksuit.
Well, 1 second. So we walked in, and the maximum security part, right?
Yeah.
And then like they start shaking the door. I don't know. Again, an economics class. I don't know why we were there. And then we had to wear neutral colors. Had to wear beige, or they would give you like a jumpsuit that was beige because you couldn't wear any like, gang-related colors by accident.
Dockers.
And so we walk into that part, and then they start screaming out like who they want to fuck.
Yeah.
And at one point, they yell out, "I want the tall guy with the brown hair and glasses," which was my friend Jonathan.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
Jonathan
remember
in the corner of the screen.
me like looking at him, and he just went, "Make fun of me later, not now."
Oh my
the
god.
tall one with the
It was wild. It was
sandy
a
hair.
wild fucking day.
you're mine.
Then they took us to like the part where they're like making like shoes. Like prison.
That sounds cool.
And like the only thing that was like between us was a yellow line on the floor. And like, oh yeah, don't worry, they can't cross that line. I'm like, well, they could cross that line.
Yeah, don't tell
They
me.
definitely can cross that line.
Yeah, and they have shoemaking tools,
Don't
right?
worry.
Yeah, like huge scissors and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, there's a ring of ash with a curse on it around this room. They cannot break the seal.
Yeah. Anyways,
Wow.
so that was
What class was that again?
economics.
Oh, economic.
See,
What's economical?
I don't. And that wasn't like part of the description
Slave
of the class.
labor in prison?
When you took the class, like that was never a part that you knew about. You were just in class, and one day it's like, oh, next week, by the way, we're going to the prison. You have to go. It's mandatory.
Dude, what a fun memory.
We
though.
had one in like when I took like marine biology, it was like, yeah, we're going to this part like somewhere in the beach.
Like a tide pool, probably.
Yeah, and we're going late at night because different stuff comes out late at night. So it was the most complicated driving instructions. And then it was like, and then by the way, the last however many feet of it, don't have your headlights on. Someone will direct you, but if you have headlights, they respond to that so they won't come out. It was like, yeah, I am not in any way going to this. Well, it's mandatory. Okay. I failed this one then. Like I've always been weird about driving. I get lost. I get freaked out about, I've been that way my whole life. And so the way they were describing it, I was like, this is a joke. Like, yeah, you're not going to this.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Well, knowing.
Can I carpool with somebody?
Yeah,
Headlight
carpool.
rules.
With make a
I didn't
class.
care enough to organize that. I did well enough on the test that I was like, this will bump me down and it's fine.
You know what?
the
Knowing
hit. Doesn't
you
matter.
now, I feel like you could do that if you wanted to. But knowing who you were back then, there's a 0% chance
that-
you were attempting that.
That college class was the first time. I don't know how much I ever talked about this, but I've always been kind of weird about like getting lost. I have a very bad sense of direction, and it freaked me out a lot when I was younger. So to the point that I didn't drive. I would really never drive places. And that class was the first that we had another thing where we had to go to the aquarium. There's like an
yeah,
aquarium
Berkshire
here.
Aquarium. Yeah.
And that I had never driven like that far. And so that was the
Whoa.
point. I was like, no, that one I'm not going to miss. That's just going to an aquarium. I'm going to get a GPS. That'll help me. And sure enough, it did. But it's so funny. I had it set to like, I think it was set to like surface streets only or something.
Oh,
it was
shit.
something I'd never done that before.
Right.
So I drove and it took me like 2 hours to
can't
get
imagine how you do
to
that.
a local aquarium because it was just going through like neighborhoods the whole
shit.
time. And then I got there and I told my partner there, I was like, dude, I made it. And I don't think I gave him any context. He was like, yeah, you're here. I saw him for 5 minutes and he's like, well, I think I wrote down all the fish I need to. I'm going to take off. Okay. Because I was so late.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
Oh,
So I was definitely in that period of my life where I was like freaked out.
Anyways, it took us on a tangent. I apologize. We're talking about board games, but you said prison.
no, I love that story.
Yeah.
Little prison detour.
Thank God your civics teacher did that.
It was something. Back to the games though. I had a great time throughout the day.
Oh yeah.
I don't
me
know
too.
what it is though. I think my favorite was Taskmaster. I love
That was a lot of fun.
love playing Taskmaster with you guys, and I thought having the lav mics is great. Having
Yeah,
the
that was
wireless
cool.
camera, so I could see like you taking Sawyer into my office to get her lunch was great. Like it was really fun.
And I'll add to that too. That the set this year was awesome, and like kudos Garrett
That
for
was all
like
Garrett.
putting that together and stuff, and like everyone, and obviously Johnny for producing the whole thing and running it the whole time and stuff like that. That was really cool.
Yeah.
We're awesome. But thank you to all of you who actually tuned in, because what's the fucking point of doing a show if nobody watches it?
He's right.
This was our most popular Olympic board games ever, and that's because all of our loyal viewers and internet soldiers were spreading the word and are so supportive of us.
Yeah, I will say too, I did see a lot of people tweeting out like, hey, even if you don't know who these guys are, watch this. And like that does go a long way for us. It really does help.
Always does.
Very helpful. And we were giving away stuff on that weekend for that promotion as well.
Yeah.
It was great.
There was a lot of people talking about it, and I was really stoked to see that.
It was sweet to have the chat up so we could see who was cheering us on, and like having that run
honestly,
the
the
time.
fucking Seinfeld noises were
That
so
was
funny.
good.
God.
That was so good.
I love
Fuck
Jenga
that.
with the Seinfeld noise. Everything with the Seinfeld noise was so fun.
I thought it was going to knock over the Jenga statue.
I don't know if it translated how loud it was.
I don't know.
Derek
I never went back
turned
to
the
check.
bass up too, and it was like
It was.
Wait,
It was
now
like
it's moving
It was like
things.
hitting the brown note every time it went off. That legitimately on what was it, Perfection? That legitimately fucked me up. That was not like I had like a plan, like that, and then when that sound went off, blank. I was like, I lost my thing.
When I was
Fuck Jerry
doing
Seinfeld.
lightning reaction with Kevin, there was one Seinfeld noise that almost fucking got me.
Oh, really?
Because
Yeah, I
we
was
were
curious.
there. I don't even blink when we play lightning reaction. I'm so laser focused in.
Yeah.
And the Seinfeld noise went off, and I could feel like my thumb twitch, and I was like, and in I tried not to react, but in my mind, I'm thinking like, you motherfucker, you motherfucker.
That was the worst because you can't hear it over it. So
Yeah.
if it goes off, you still have to. Now you have to just look for the green.
And it's
Exactly.
not. And of all things, the Jenga sucks. But that like you not only does it, you get shocked so bad.
You do.
We had this shock on maximum, and it really fucking sucks
yeah.
to get shocked that way.
I think that's a game I'm the worst at on the table.
Really?
I'm the
I
worst
can't
at that
believe
game.
Derek played that
I
game.
lost twice at that
He didn't
game.
get shocked once.
No.
Nope.
Right?
I think I actually have a really good reaction time, but I am also terrified of being electrocuted. You are, so it's like dual. But that actually motivates me more.
Yep.
Yeah.
because it's just like, well, don't get shocked. So
Yeah, because I felt like I saw some genuine going into it. I saw some genuine. Like,
I have to like focus my energy because there's so much anxiety, and it's like just point this anxiety at your goal. Like if you're so afraid of getting shocked,
use it.
don't fucking lose.
Yeah.
That's basically my mentality going in.
Yeah.
Getting shocked does suck. It fucking
Yeah.
and like it's like one of those things where like you hit the button and you just your whole like all goes up to your arm and you just like, can't move it for a second.
Yeah,
I just-
it freaks me out more than it should.
I don't
And-
think. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I
go
was just
ahead.
gonna say, I think I'm on the same page as you, Derek. I typically when I played that in the past, I've been pretty good at it, and I think it actually is because I'm so I don't like being startled by anything. That's like my least favorite thing on earth. So I think that actually motivates me to do it better. Like I'm not like I will not fuck this up.
I think I've been shocked so many times as a kid just messing around with electronics and stuff like that I don't really worry about it. I just again, it's the shock of it, like the startling of it.
Did I ever tell you guys the story of one time my brother called me into his room when we were really little? So, hey, check this out. And it was an outlet. It was a cord plugged in, but the lamp fell and broke. It was just the wire.
Oh fuck!
And he just kept going.
What?
And like it was like this, like electricity sparks were flying up, and I just went, I don't think you should be doing that. I was like, oh, it's fine. I'm like, okay, 1 second. And so I go get my dad. Hey, Dad, check this out.
Okay, go ahead, Luke.
He did it once, and my dad was like, he turned away. What are you doing?
The rest of the house keeps getting dimmer every time he does it.
What are you doing, dude?
Can you die from that?
No,
Not
the amperage is
120
way too
volts.
low.
Yeah, probably too low.
I've been shocked so many times working, as an electronics technician for all those years. Like just by accident, it was never the shock that I hated. It's slamming your elbow or wrist on the side of the cabinet that you're working
After you
in.
got shot because there's reaction to move.
So I would like fuck myself up or cut myself because I jerked so hard, and then I like, oh my,
It's involuntary.
yeah,
you can't
you
help
can't
it.
help it.
Oh, yeah, I hate that. Oh, yeah, that scares me.
Yeah. So again, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Mega64 Olympic board games. It's available on YouTube.
We should
right
also
now.
say, I think the merch is still up, right? It's about to come down though.
Yes, you got like a full day. You have a day left to get the Olympic board game merch drop that went up.
Let's
that
show
day.
this merch in
Yeah.
case you've been living under a rock. There it is.
Boom.
Yes.
All of our fabulous merchandise left over from last week's show, but supplies are going quickly.
Yeah.
We order a limited amount of this stuff. It's very exclusive, and you should pick it up before it's gone.
Yeah, we've done pre-order. These are a pre-order, and a lot of times, we'll leave those open so everyone can get one. But there are actually limits on a lot of these things. Like even the dice is like we can only make so many, and if we haven't hit it, I think we're about to hit like the limit on that.
Go to
So,
shop.mega64.com, pick yourself up some Olympic board games merchandise.
Yeah.
For
It's
sure.
very nice.
While we're here, I actually want to say, as you mentioned, shop.mega64.com. I also want to give a quick plug here. We are going to be at PAX East next month at the end. It is next month. I've lost track of what time it is. But anyway, next month, end of March, we'll be at PAX East. We'll have a booth there on the show floor. We'll have a lot of cool merch there. We'll have some exclusive stuff too. So you definitely want to stop by, and there's a panel Saturday night. There'll be more info on, just follow us on Twitter. We're at Mega64 and on Instagram at Mega64 Official. And you can always follow us on patreon.com/Mega64 as well.
Oh yeah.
We've been doing all kinds of new and exciting stuff on there. Sean, we just dropped your preview for your record club
Okay, cool.
show. That's on there now.
Great.
For the first one of those is coming, I think, this week.
I got some people already sent me some like not fan art, but like I didn't have any title
Cover.
cards.
Oh yeah.
Promo images,
sick.
and people have been making those for me, and they're fucking awesome already. So thank you.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about the show. I was thinking it's just random what we pick. Garrett, I filmed an episode solo, then I think Garrett's making the next one, maybe.
Yeah, I'm definitely down.
But I was thinking when I get Rush, I should get my dad on.
Oh,
or
yeah.
if I get the Beatles, maybe I should call your dad. Maybe I should just kind of branch out and get random, depending on what I get. We'll see how this goes.
I think that would be a lot
I'm
of fun.
spitballing here, but I think that should be fun.
Yeah, like if you come across an album in your random number generator that you
Where
know
it's
someone in your
dude,
life
my
who is a
dad has
fan,
listened to this album 20,000 times. I should put him on. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't know we're doing this, but I'll make him come on.
Hey, if you hit a Beatles album or Beatles adjacent album, and you want to bring my dad on and have that be the longest episode ever recorded,
I'm fine
he's
with
down.
that.
My dad is retired and is like, no, it's like he's been talking about. He's like, is it hard to do a podcast? Is it hard to do this? Is it hard to do that? He just wants to talk about albums he loves. So,
Dude, oh my God.
you got a guest if you need it.
Wow.
Just make him your full-time co-host.
Yeah, dude. Sean and Dick
Seriously,
Bodie.
you
yeah.
don't bring that up because you may not be able to shake it at that point. You'll be like, no, I thought we were doing this every week. What? Why didn't you call me back?
Yeah, hit show.
I've heard Husker Du. It's fine.
Yeah, I've heard Husker Du is fine.
I think this would be awesome. We can listen to Lana Del Rey, and
It would be
give his
kind of
take on
funny. It would be kind of fun to get two perspectives on it like that. Like Sean has heard every Taylor Swift album probably 100 times,
That
and my
is
dad
true.
would be like, "What? What is this?"
Dick Bodie's missing out on some T-Swift.
Yeah. He's really missing out.
Yeah, sad. I feel
He
I
bought 86.
honestly feel
I
bad for him.
thought.
She's great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you sounded like you didn't believe what you said, but she is great.
Yeah,
So I don't.
she's amazing.
Thank you.
She's amazing.
Thank you. Okay, and now I'm starting to believe that you mean it. Okay.
There we go.
Anyway,
Now
so
he's
check
sold.
out check out our Patreon.
That
Lots of
that's
good
on
stuff.
there. I put up a behind the scenes. Speaking of the board games thing, I put up a behind the scenes of when you guys worked on the intro, the torch running and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We had tons of behind the scenes footage from that.
that's
We
great.
had all kinds of stuff. We did a movie club episode. The one on Banshees of Inisherin is going up tonight. So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. Go on our Patreon.
Yeah.
You won't regret it.
We went to the same location that they filmed Some Like It Hot
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
here
yeah.
in San Diego. So Marilyn Monroe and Sean Chatfield,
Yep.
the two most famous
Yeah.
entertainers to be filmed.
They were able to book me.
The
right
hottest
there,
blondes I've
on
ever
Coronado
met.
Beach. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
hottest
right.
blondes.
Two bombshells.
Yeah.
Blonde
See,
bombshells.
So that's what
That's
they call
right.
you guys.
See,
right.
it's great because I know people who film all this stuff in, LA and things like that. And what's been filmed in LA, everything on earth. What's great is the locations that we pick, it's always like our thing and one other great thing. It's
Yeah.
again, version 4.
Yeah.
Who else is filmed in this museum? Citizen Kane, like a long time ago. Cool. Us and Citizen Kane.
That's it.
So, and I'm sure nothing else in between has ever been filmed, especially on that beach, you know?
Yeah,
so
totally not.
Some like it hot. No, but really, I bet the list is comparatively very short compared to you film somewhere in LA. It's going to be, oh yeah, mad about you. They did this thing. Who cares?
What we were doing of just setting down the camera and filming,
Yeah.
like you can't just do that in LA. Like,
Yeah, everyone
they
would
yell at
harass you.
Yeah,
Cop will come give
it
you a
was just like
citation.
all these people, like all these rich people on vacation, like, oh, what are you doing? Like all excited, like they were happy to see us.
Yeah.
You know, it was fun.
It really is. It's such a difference in attitude. When you're in LA, it's just like, oh, another one. Yeah.
Another
when are you
one.
going to be done? But here they're excited.
People aren't happy to see you film in LA like they are in San Diego. I've heard that in Anaheim, they're not happy seeing you film either.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard.
Like
Oh.
the police will stop you and
I heard even as far
Ask for a
south as
permit?
Anaheim,
Oh,
California, that you can
So-
get hassled.
I'm just let's go back to the prison topic real quick.
Oh,
just real
sure.
fast.
Okay.
Just real fast.
Sure.
So I never told you guys about this, but
I saw something on Twitter.
yes,
today.
I tweeted it last night. Yeah, because I couldn't hold it in anymore. But Kevin and I were detained by Disneyland security.
You and Kevin,
Yep.
for some reason, I didn't imagine Kevin in this
what are you
equation.
No, he was there.
what'd you do?
That's the first thing I thought of. Is like Rocco got
Never
Kevin
happened
in
to me.
trouble.
What'd you do? Did you
So,
steal something?
Well,
Did you hit
They
somebody?
pulled a Banksy.
yeah, Banksy type shit. You know, no.
Put a Guantanamo Bay prisoner in one of the rides.
Yeah, but like someone already did it, and we all laughed. So why would it be a problem to do it again? I just
He
didn't make sense.
protested that they closed the log ride, and
Splash Mountain.
he chained himself to it.
Hey, seriously, someone on Twitter. So they're going to close Splash Mountain soon. They're changing it, you know, and
Forever?
No,
Yes.
making it Princess and the Frog, I think.
they're
Yeah.
Instead
they're
of-
theming the movie different. Yes, that's been.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
That's bad. I just want to say that's a bad idea.
Okay.
Well,
Because
you might have a whole.
Because
Yeah.
yeah.
I never knew what Songs of the South was riding that ride.
Mhm.
I just fucking loved Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now,
Well, now-
that was a frog here. Like,
Well, now the internet exists, so everyone looked up what the old movie was, and I think that's what because this
all
has
right,
been
fair enough. Fair
this
enough.
has been because this was announced like 3 years ago.
All right.
Because of that happening, it was like, yeah, this is blowing up on TikTok. Probably should change this ride.
Yeah, I think the guy from Dilbert said that's why he started his rant. He was so
Yeah,
mad.
Dilbert was like, I got some rides to.
Dilbert
to go
was
on.
mad about it.
No, anyway, but what I was gonna say was, so it closed in Florida already. It hasn't closed here in California, and there was a crazy guy on Twitter posting like, "Hey, I don't know when they're gonna close it here, but in March I'm gonna do a stand-in. I'm gonna like lock myself to the ride, and whoever wants to join me can do it." And so I said like, "Oh my gosh, this has never happened to me." I got Disneyland security came for me. People were messaging me like, "It wasn't. You didn't get involved with that guy, did you?"
Oh
I was like,
my
"No,
God.
there's nothing. No."
They thought.
Not at all.
In
But anyway,
cahoots.
no. So we recorded an all new Creepy Old Crypt episode. Kevin and I did the gauntlet this week.
Yeah.
This last Wednesday, we did 3 new episodes. We started at Universal. We did a Super Nintendo World episode. Then we went to Knott's and did a Knott's
Oh my
related
God.
episode
In one day, Sean.
in one day. And then we went to Disneyland, and we didn't do fun shit at any of these things. We just
Yeah, guys,
recorded.
this is work. Before
This is
you
work.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is strict.
was fun.
We
This
were on a
this
strict
was a job.
We were on a
Okay.
strict schedule.
Thank God you guys have what, annual passes for all these parks?
Yes.
Okay.
So we
okay.
just go in and get out. But
Nice.
The Knott's one was actually outside the park, so it didn't matter. But anyway,
it.
so we did that one, and then we were like, okay, then we'll end at Disneyland and we'll do one on the new Mickey ride that just opened there. So we did it. We recorded outside there, and then we were like, oh, we're done. Let's go on the new Mickey ride. Okay. So we waited in line. Security is circling the line a bunch of times. I'm like, oh shit, something's going down. Okay. And then all of a sudden, I'm just on my phone and, hey, you two, hey guys, could you mind stepping over with us just for a moment? But yeah, no problem. In my head, I'm like, oh no, what did I do? Well, like, I'm running through everything. Like, what?
You too.
What do we do? So they pulled us into a back room.
Oh, fuck. But this is
and-
your dream.
And
I don't think so.
It was
Back
it was just a
rooms?
way for
I was
everyone else.
stoked.
Yeah,
I
he
knew we didn't-
was.
Kevin was stoked.
I wasn't
Stoked.
stoked.
I knew we didn't do anything wrong, so I was just like, yeah, what? Like, I have
Kevin
no problem.
loves being scared. I'm telling you.
I wasn't
room.
nervous at all,
He
and
got
I
in the
knew
back
I
rooms.
knew everything was going to be fine because
Yeah.
we didn't do anything wrong. So they pulled us off to the side.
We just stood outside the ride and recorded us talking.
that was
so
it.
the only 2 things I could think of were maybe it's like they thought, oh, is this commercial filming or something? And then the other thing, maybe I cursed or said something that maybe a family didn't like or something. You know, those are the only things in my head. And so they go, "Oh, hi, we're I'm just making up names. I'm Bob. This is Margaret. We're from Disney Security, and we needed to tell you guys. We just needed to ask you guys a few questions." Okay. And he goes, "Was one of you filming in a trash can? Were you filming inside a trash can?"
What?
And then I realized I tried to end our episode. I was going to end it.
Everything.
I did a trash can transition.
We've done transitions like this so many times in so many different personal channels.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My whole life. It's like if I don't know how to end it, I'll put it in a trash can or a toilet or something. And so I was going to have the camera go inside the ride. Like, well, I'll end it with that. But the line was super long. So I was like, oh, I don't know where else to go. So I shoved the camera in the trash can. And when I did that, there were like 2 cast members nearby that did shoot me a look. They were looking at me like, and I was going to explain it to them. And then I thought, well, I'm just going to appear stupider if I explain what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
They just saw me shoving devices into trash cans.
Okay.
And like laughing. And like, I was like, and then they thought I was putting stuff in the trash cans and like filming it. So they were like, what's in the trash cans that we need to know about that you're filming?
So
kind of thing. You know what I mean?
What?
That's what
I'm glad that the level of detail is there and that they would be saving someone from, I don't know, implanting an improvised explosive device in a trash
I thought
can.
it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm glad that they're on it enough to go like, this is fucking weird. What's he filming?
That's what Kevin said. He literally said that to them, was like, hey, you guys saw something weird, and in 5 minutes you were on it and figuring it out. So like,
But they asked
because
you,
they apologized.
they did.
They were super nice.
they were cool
like,
the entire time. They were not like mean or anything like that. They were super awesome. And we just explained exactly like, oh, that was it. Okay.
I told them, I'd be like, this is a trash can transition. I end the video in the trash can. It's super dumb. They were laughing about it. It was totally fine. But Kevin said that to them. He's like, yo, you guys saw something weird and you were on it in 2 seconds. Like you don't need to apologize. That's
I mean,
totally,
the police department wouldn't have treated you guys that.
Oh, you know,
fucking
I will say
respectfully.
though, Derek, you were there. I think Garrett, you were too. When we were doing Journey and that cop stopped me. Do you remember that? He couldn't have been cooler about it. When he was like, I was told that you have a gun. You clearly don't, but I have to frisk you. Was that okay?
Was that me? I thought I was filming Rocco.
Oh, were you?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were with
I
me.
don't remember
Maybe
the
it was
cops
Garrett
patting
then.
me.
Yeah, I think
maybe it was
Garrett and I were
Garrett. Kevin, you were
I
there?
wasn't there for
I
that.
sat on the curb. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was me and you.
Yeah.
But you go ahead.
oh no, I remember being with Derek and we were like almost like bummed how uneventful ours was. It was just like, yeah, okay, I think we got it. And then, we're talking to police right now. It's like, they're messing. This isn't that exciting.
That guy was a nice
But
cop.
that guy wasn't, I mean, same
was a
thing where
nice
he's
cop.
like, something was weird. I have to check it out.
Yeah.
But we're fine. I'm like, do you want me to take my mask off? You're good. You leave it on. It doesn't matter. So
But
it
like-
sounds like you had something similar at
Yeah,
least.
that's all
good.
it was.
So they asked you like, what is in the trash can that you were filming?
Yeah, that's it. Was just like, hey, they noticed like you're filming in the trash cans and laughing, and so they're like, what's in there that's so
Jokers here.
funny? Do we need to know about what's in there? And I'm like, no, I literally didn't know how else to end the video, so I threw my own camera in the trash can, and they were like just laughing, like that's one way to end a video. I mean,
They could have been cooler.
It could have been cooler, and topped it off with, well, thank you guys for answering the questions. We really appreciate that. Everything's good. We're gonna cut you onto the ride
Holy
right now.
shit.
So
You
don't-
got cut shit.
And then they pop the doors open. This will take you right into the
Holy
entry to
shit.
the thing. Okay, great, sounds good. Cut right. Didn't have to wait in line. Nothing. Just
Could you
boom.
imagine if the police question you and then you're like, sorry we made you late for work. We're going to turn on the sirens and buzz you right in off your freeway exit.
Yeah. So it was great. Anyway, so we don't have that interaction on tape, but we have the before and after. You'll see in this Creepy Old Crypt when it goes up. You'll see the inciting incident and then the aftermath, like us coming
talk
out of it,
about it.
like what just happened.
When did you turn the cameras back on? Right after?
Yeah, as soon as we walked out.
After we were done with the ride and
Yeah,
walking
after the
exit,
ride.
like we should film something,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
explaining what happened.
Yeah.
That's right.
So anyway, you'll see our feelings in that moment.
Dang.
But anyway.
So, because you're allowed
That's
to
what it
film
was.
at the park, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's not a
not-
big deal.
not in the
They don't
trash
want you to like do shit like on a ride, like, they had a thing where like people were using selfie sticks.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like
They don't want you to do
hitting
stuff
things and
like that.
They don't want you.
Yeah.
Anything that's distracting on a ride, they don't like. But when you're just
Even
walking
if it's
around-
like that for a podcast, they don't give a shit, right?
Nope.
It's just all good.
yeah,
But you think
they were
that
totally
there's
cool.
a level that they care, right? Because I keep saying
Yeah.
right. But if it's like, if it was like the C100 or like a nice camera, I feel like they would have to stop you.
So they do
they have vlogger like affiliates, right?
It's really funny because just like the other day, like in the last day or two, someone did go viral on Twitter because I guess they started a new parade and he set up a thing that had like 3 phones.
I just showed Johnny the
streaming
photo of this. It's
and
fucking insane.
and a DSLR in the middle, and he was literally telling someone was witness to him, like kids were getting close and going, shh, stop. Like he was like shushing people away. That was like, okay, yeah, they got to step in on that. They got to step in. We don't have anything like that. We had a little camera. We will go to a corner that no one's in.
Yeah,
like,
we'll do
we don't want to do anything.
Film for an hour and then leave.
Yeah,
But-
I don't want to be in anyone's way.
Can I say I think that guy's onto something? Because every time I go to Disneyland, there's too many fucking kids there.
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
somebody
it's-
said
it's
somebody
wine to
said
see the
it.
parade.
Like half children at least, maybe even more. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I didn't
Enough.
spend all this money to fucking kick Rugrats when I'm trying to get to soda.
Hey,
Yeah.
you little shit Snow White. Shut up. I'm filming this for the internet.
There's
Snow White
strollers
won't
everywhere.
even interact with me because all these fucking kids are there. And I'm like, they don't even pay for this experience. Like, I feel so. I can't even say what I'm thinking.
Well, it's like the time we saw the older woman there snap at her kid and scream, "Don't ruin today for me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think about that all the time. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. And don't ruin it for anybody else here, too.
Queen,
Yeah.
girl boss.
They won't. I've never pulled the sword out of the stone, and I see little kids do it all the time.
I did it.
Yeah, you were a
time.
little shitty kid
I
too.
was a shitty kid.
I never did
gotta
that
do
either.
it.
Oh,
My dad
yeah.
went there for the first time in like 10 years because my
Yeah.
little niece and nephew
Yeah.
they went with the whole
Yeah.
family.
Uh-huh.
He couldn't get the sword out.
Yeah, and you know what's
Bullshit.
bullshit.
My
about
dad's
that?
strong as fuck. My
Yeah,
dad
yeah,
could beat,
exactly.
My dad could beat me up.
and a grown up
Yeah.
with a developed brain. It actually has the cognitive ability to realize how special it is
And
to
he
pull
can-
the sword out of the stone. Kid pulls it out. Shunk. Oh yeah, I guess it comes
daddy's
out.
sword.
That's a fucking waste of
And-
fucking
where's
pulling
my
the
churro?
sword. He doesn't even know what he
Exactly.
did.
And is he gonna rule? Is he gonna know what to do with the kingdom? No, my dad's got the experience.
Exactly. I don't think they let you rule, but you
didn't
know.
want you
Right?
to.
Excalibur means
They
you
might.
rule. You
I think
rule
you're
the-
CEO for a day.
at least Fantasyland.
They give you a certificate saying you did it, though.
I'm trying to think of all some other fucked up shit they do at Disney. It's all about
It makes me mad. I don't want to.
Something that I see Kevin do, a bit that Kevin has that I really love is that he says that periodically in front of people who will definitely be pissed off about that, where he'll go like, God, I wish they'd just get rid of the kids here. And there will always be one person that's like,
yeah. It would make Disneyland a lot nicer.
There you
I would
go.
say.
Improve their
Time to go.
profit margins too, I'm sure.
If I were you, I'd be scared like our annual passes are going to be revoked. Like we're never coming back here. We're in so much trouble. I
knew
would
we
be
weren't
so
in any
scared if
trouble.
security came after me.
They're already serving alcohol
yeah.
in Disneyland.
Yep.
So why are kids here?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
That's a great
Wouldn't
question.
Disneyland be better if it was all grown-ups?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Answer me.
Yeah.
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying-
Yeah, thank
Yes.
you. Thank
Yes.
you. I don't hear a no in the building.
I'm saying protect the kids, get them away from the alcohol.
Those kids can't afford lightsabers. Those kids can't drink alcohol. They
Yeah.
can't even perceive the importance of pulling the sword out of the stone. Get them the fuck out of here. This place would be awesome if it was just 18 and up.
You know what you would love? You know they do like the senior grad night when the park is open 24 hours
Yeah.
and you just like be it like it says your high school.
Yeah.
We didn't get to do that. We got fucking hosed. The
Yeah.
class
Neither
before
did
us
I.
got to do it.
My class, when I was in junior high, we were set to do it, and then they canceled it like the week before. They were like, "Yeah, that we don't think everyone's been good."
Because they do it for high school. They did it for high
Seriously.
school. They were good
You
enough.
guys suck. You don't
Yeah.
deserve Disneyland.
But we got a harbor cruise. That wasn't fun.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Stuck on a boat.
I loved my harbor cruise.
Yeah,
I
I
had a
mean-
great time actually.
I did Sadie Hawkins dance on the harbor cruise.
The harbor cruise to me was really special because I've never done anything like that ever again. So.
We used to be out all night. Like,
Well,
with your
they
friends.
did like a mock gambling boat.
oh, we had that too. Yeah. we had that.
Yeah.
We did ours at the Croc Center, and we had like mock gambling and food and
Yeah.
ice
Yeah.
skating. And
Oh,
we
stuff.
were on a
wow.
boat and it just felt like fun. Like I was there with my senior class. We were like betting chips and stuff and
Yeah.
all wearing like tuxedos and on a boat. I don't know.
There was a hypnotist on ours. I don't know if you had that.
I don't remember.
But I remember they hypnotized two of my friends who hated each other.
For
like
real.
this one girl and this one guy that did not like each other. And then there was a point when the hypnotist was like, the person next to you smells like the most delicious food you've ever smelled. And they were like, all over each other, like, he was, like smelling her hair, and she did not. She was smelling his hair. It was a whole fucking weird thing.
They hated each other, but subconsciously they loved each other.
And he just kept saying, well, here's the thing: is everyone's hysterically laughing because it's funny.
Yeah.
And then he just keeps yelling, "You smell like spaghetti." But he wasn't laughing at all. So I believe that this has to be real because it was so
There's something.
weird.
There's something to hypnotism.
I guess. I don't know. I've never seen it before. That was the one time I was like, I don't know.
Up close. I've actually never seen it up close, but I've always wanted to.
Yeah, well, that was my one experience, and it was weird.
We had a couple like big family reunion kind of things when I was growing up that they would have either like a live band or like a hypnotist.
Oh, okay.
And I, as a kid, was very put off by it because I felt
scary,
like,
huh?
oh, this person. All right, bring them up here. Okay, now when you look, you're gonna see everyone naked. All right, go. And I just, as a kid, was like, I don't want to be seen naked. Oh, Rocco, they're not really seeing you naked. Yeah, but they're gonna think they did. I don't like that idea. Yeah. Like the whole thing was like, but I think it was more than that. It was just you're messing with someone mentally. I don't know. As a kid, that was like, this is upsetting, and I don't want to be here. I couldn't accept it for being like a fun act at all. It just wigged me out.
Yeah,
I don't think a hypnotist can make you do anything you don't
No.
already want to do.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think
you
so
have to
now.
give over control and like you want to go along with making this audience laugh. And you fall into a trance though, in some ways. I think.
Yeah,
maybe. I think it's debatable.
Yeah.
I've been in a hypnotist show when I was like 8.
Oh, really?
And then I was roommates with a hypnotist
Oh,
oh,
for
fuck.
like a year and a half.
Okay.
And he hypnotized 2 or 3 of my friends in my living room. And it was pretty weird. It was pretty weird.
Right.
Because he told them like, I'm a hypnotist. And they're like, oh, we've been hypnotized before. And he's like, if you've been hypnotized before, I can hypnotize you in 5 seconds.
what?
And they're like, really? Let's do it. And so they all sat on the couch and he did this thing where he was like, I can't specifically remember what it was, but it was like, he put his hand right in front of their face. Like they're sitting on the couch like this, you know,
Yeah.
with their palms on their knees, just facing down. And he put his hand right in front of their face and he's like, take your hand and press down on my hand as hard as you can. And he was like holding it up there and then he just sleep. He did that. He pulled his hand out and went sleep.
Yeah.
And they were like pushing down.
Oh,
What
my
the
God.
fuck?
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
that's creepy.
No, I've seen that. It is. It's
And then they
crazy.
just stayed like that. And he just started hypnotizing him. And I was like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I've heard it
blew
done.
my mind.
I've heard
Yeah.
it done like on radio shows all
Yeah.
the time.
But then he started implanting
I never
things
believed
into their mind that they didn't want to do. So he's like, when I say this, you're going to think the person next to you is naked. Yeah. And one of the girls was like, in the trance, she just went like, no.
So there, yeah.
And then he tried to read it like, sleep. When I say this word, you're going to think this person's naked. And they just went, no. And they woke up.
Oh.
They just woke up. And then he later said, yeah, if you get a suggestion that just goes against your grain as a person, it'll kind of like break the trance.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
I
it
didn't
does,
realize.
there is an element of willingness to it. And I honestly think when you're at the fair or public place like that, and you call 16 people up, part of it is the power of suggestion. It's like, I'm up here and I just want to have fun. Sure, I'll go along with it.
Yeah, my cousin was hypnotized at something. I think it was at that thing that I mentioned, and yeah, she was like, it's not like I was under a spell. It's like I just don't. It's like you just don't care.
Yeah, it almost like you're allowed to lose your inhibitions because it's like, well, I can act stupid because people are just going to think I'm being hypnotized.
Yeah.
So.
But that is in itself kind of even
It
if
kind
they're
of
in on
is.
it, they're
It kind of
it's
is.
hypnotism.
Hypnotism is just the power of suggestion and just allowing you to do these things that you kind of are already willing to do.
Yeah,
There's definitely those though that cannot because they don't allow themselves to become hypnotized.
Yeah, and there's people who cannot be hypnotized.
Yeah.
Flat out cannot.
Can't
I think
do
it's only like 5% of the population can be hypnotized.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why when they said like I've been hypnotized before, he's like, then I could hypnotize you again right now instantly.
He knew he had some marks on his hand.
Yeah. And I think every time you are hypnotized and re-hypnotized, you go like deeper into the trance. Because that's how hypnotherapy works.
Yeah.
They can get you to stop smoking. There's all kinds of shit they do with that now.
Yeah.
this is weird. You know, I don't think it happened to me. I think I could.
Damn, we got to
withstand
get a
it.
hypnotist in.
I'll bring a hypnotist in here.
Dude, that'd be. I would.
do that.
I've always wanted to go through that. Legitimately like. Now I'm older. I'm like. I
I
want to try
think
that.
I would resist it. I would be like, I don't.
I think I would
think
too.
so.
Yeah,
I don't
I'd
think
be.
so.
I don't know if I'd be compliant.
I think you wouldn't resist anything. I think you'll do whatever the hypnotist tells you on camera.
Yeah. When it comes to things like that, I'm along for the ride. I'm like I have my own thoughts and opinions on it right now. But like when I'm in the field of, it's like, no offense, the woman that did the when she was looking for ghosts here.
Oh, the tricksters.
The medium.
I have a lot of different thoughts and opinions on that, but like she's here, I'm in the what do they call it? The field, the I forget. There's a term for that. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but when she's there,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in.
Okay,
Tell me
yeah.
what's going on,
Tell
you
me.
know. And
Intrinsic
outside of that,
field.
I'll have my own opinions.
I
but
feel
in the
I
moment,
would
I'm with
not
it.
want to be hypnotized live and like on stream.
Yeah,
see
yeah,
what-
yeah.
Like, what if
What
he
can we edit out?
hypnotizes me to say that I'm a Dilbert fan?
I was gonna say that.
I
could
have
be bad.
nothing to do with
You're
that.
not going to say it.
I guess I would say, yeah. I don't
Unless
give a
you
fuck
really are.
about Dilbert.
When
why are you so
when I count to 3,
scared?
you're gonna say fuck Manny Machado. Okay.
No, come on. Dude.
But I would love to go through that process. Seriously, legitimately, if there was a hypnotist here, I want to go through it and have it be like, you don't like pizza anymore. Like, I think about pizza way too much. Like, just put me through that. Like,
Just
hey,
slow
you're
you
not
down.
gonna want that anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Like, just get me out of
You
that.
think that would in that you don't want that spell to be broken like forever. You don't want pizza anymore.
Yeah, hypnotize me and let me walk out like Office Space or whatever, where he just doesn't care about work anymore. I don't want that. I want to care about work, but not pizza. Just
Pizza.
do that.
Of all things to get rid of, it's pizza.
Well, you know what I mean? It's like that's kind of the symbol to me of like, you can't have pizza all the time, you gotta stop.
Some people stop, smoking. Rocco stops pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the number one thing you would need a hypnotist to help you quit?
Ooh, that's interesting.
Legitimately for me, it's like food like that. Like that I will never not enjoy fucking like things like that, to where I look forward to it so much. So if it was anything, I think it was
Is there like a no fap like?
I need to stop jerking off.
Just saying. Well, actually,
Hypnotize me.
no. I don't. I'm trying to think of a real answer though. That's a hard one.
I don't think I have anything either, honestly.
Yeah, I don't.
I was
can't
thinking,
think of it.
okay, not something that I want to quit doing, but what's something I could benefit from hypnotizing myself to, like, I don't know, raise some attribute, maybe just make it even better, like strengthen something in
more
you.
focused or something.
Yeah,
or-
like,
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Hypnotize me to sleep for 8 hours a day.
That would be
sometimes-
good. I do need more sleep.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I find myself staying up too late, and it's like, fuck, I should be in bed, but
I feel like I have never had trouble quitting things.
That's interesting.
I used to smoke cigarettes, but I quit.
Yeah.
And, I was vegetarian for a while in high school and stopped drinking. So I feel like I'm always just arbitrarily giving something up
Sure.
just to,
try it out.
make my life interesting.
Yeah.
Just to give me something to think about in my free time.
Got to keep it interesting. It gets a little mundane.
Hey, I want to recommend a show to people out there. I've been watching. I finished it actually this week. My favorite show on TV right now. I
I'm
want
with
everybody
you.
to check out. It's on Netflix. Physical 100.
Physical bet.
Physical bet.
That's how you say it in Korean, because man, they say it about 1,000,000 times in that show.
Yeah.
I loved it. I finished it too, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
wow.
I actually loved it a lot more than I thought. It's a reality show. It's a Korean reality show. I think it was very much obviously inspired by Squid Game.
Totally. I was surprised.
Okay,
how
I did
much
hear about this.
It was trying to do that type of Squid Game thing.
But by the end of it, I felt like it transcended Squid Game.
Yeah,
I like this better than Squid Game.
Oh yeah. Oh, totally.
Because
it was real.
It was real. Yeah.
Yeah.
The premise of the show is they've invited everybody in Korea to enter if they want. They're looking for the most physically fit person in Korea.
Oh.
What's cool about it is it's like famous YouTubers, movie stars,
Oh, I didn't know
Army special agents. They have gold medal Olympic athletes
so many
in
Olympic
here.
athletes.
Oh
Sean.
shit. Okay.
And it's men and women. They compete
Yeah.
against each other.
They're hot. Everyone is.
Oh, dude,
Everyone's
hot.
Bo Ray Mi,
smoking.
All
my
right.
favorite Olympian.
Or I mean, Faso Latido.
Bo Ray Mi.
Oh,
You'd love her.
okay.
But yeah, the competition, what I like about it is they don't rush through anything. You know, when you watch
Yeah.
American Ninja Warrior, it's like, this guy goes, wow, he fell. Let's do the next guy. We'll do a preview video. This is like every challenge is like 2 episodes long.
They really tell a story too.
They tell the stories. And, first challenge is who can hang the longest from the ceiling.
What
And-
the fuck?
Yeah, they lower this fucking huge grid
Okay.
and they're like, this grid's going to go up in 30 seconds. Grab it. Last
Yeah.
person to fall
Whoa.
wins. And so everybody, and nobody has any techniques. So some people are like this and other people are like, getting up on there. And then they just raise it up into the sky and then the floor
What?
Yeah, dude.
opens up and people are like, I can't see what's down there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and then they're hanging. And I won't spoil every challenge, but the next one after that was like the first half that dropped was put on like a lower tier, and the half of the group, the 50 that hung on the longest, got to pick their opponents, anybody they wanted, for a one-on-one competition. That would
was
be
the-
the next
yeah.
round.
And they keep like eliminating people as time goes on.
Yes,
Definitely.
Kind
and
of like Fall Guys, but
Yeah.
the one-on-one
Maybe.
competition was like a big medicine ball, and it's like, hey, when the round starts, it's going to go for 3 minutes. At the end of that 3 minutes, whoever's holding this ball will pass.
dude, this is totally Fall Guys with a tail.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's awesome. If you get eliminated, they've made like a bust of everybody's torso, and you have to smash it with a
Whoa.
sledgehammer.
Okay.
So it's like whose bust will make it to the end.
When I heard this is reality TV, I'm like, no, reality TV. My usual fucking stuck upness about that. But this sounds fucking awesome. This doesn't even sound like it is reality TV, but it's, you know what I mean? That's got like the game show aspect or whatever. Like, this sounds awesome.
You're totally
awesome.
right, because they start telling stories, and like when it gets whittled down from 100, you can remember 20 guys or gals
Yeah.
names, and you start to see those rivalries build towards the later episodes, like between two people, or friendships form and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And learn more about their backgrounds, and it's like, oh, this guy's a fucking climber. That's why as soon as it was like, you're gonna hang here from the thing, he's like, well, I'm a climber, I got this. And
Oh,
he
yeah,
knew
that'd be set.
he knew how to
Yeah.
take
Yeah,
the
he was
weight
a whole-
off his
yeah.
body.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
in that, I'm going to spoil the very first episode of the competition.
Sure.
So if you're
Yeah.
going to watch it and you don't want to hear this, I'll wave when I'm done. But the first round, it comes down to like an Olympic athlete and like a military special agent.
Mhm.
And then they're interviewing them. What I like is that they go to interviews during the competition
You're
and
gonna meet them.
Yeah.
you get to meet them, but they don't rush it. So they're hanging for like 40 minutes in the episode and they're going to their interviews. And it's like, yeah, I just couldn't look at the other guy after a while because the look in his eyes was making me think he was never going to give up. So
Oh, shit.
I had to reposition myself to turn my back to him.
Yeah.
Stuff
Yeah.
like
Because
that.
it was inner
Yeah.
defeat would set in, like he's
Yeah.
not gonna fall, I'm gonna
Yeah.
give up and shit.
What I love about it, what I think my favorite thing is it's so wholesome. Everybody there, like they love each other.
Really?
They're like, hey,
Yeah.
I recognize you from TV. I watch your YouTube videos. Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
I can't believe I get to compete with you. This is an honor.
Yeah.
Wow. That you sold me.
And that's what I mean. Some of these shows edit it to like trash, like, oh, they all hate each other and
Yeah.
nothing will, you can have a little bit of that.
Yeah.
But having that genuineness is cool. Like,
I mean,
that's neat.
I love the Great British Baking Show on Netflix. Just because everyone's so positive and like wants to
Yeah.
help each other, and when someone gets eliminated, they all cry and hug the person. It's like, this is what I want. I don't want like people fighting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is
On the other side of the spectrum, I've also been watching what's the show called? Slap Off?
Oh no.
Power slap.
Power
The
Slap.
slap? Oh,
I
Power
like-
Slap.
I will not watch.
I've been watching
Oh, I know about
after
that. Yeah.
AEW Dynamite every Wednesday. Power
I see it
Slap.
advertised.
You may remember Power Slap. It's like the Russian slapping competition.
Yes,
where
I've seen
I
some
stand
of
on
that.
this side of the table, you stand over there, and we take turns slapping each other and
my
see who can
God.
knock each other out.
sounds terrible.
And there's
It is
chalk
terrible.
all over their
It is-
face.
it is the worst television show I've seen in probably the last 5 years.
Yeah. You're on the opposite spectrums, dude. It's like wholesome.
You haven't watched Power Slap at all?
It looks so like gross.
It's-
I was just like turned off to
It's
it.
the trashiest show
Yes.
I've seen in so
Wow.
long. I actually really enjoy seeing these guys slap each other.
Yeah.
My problem with the show, they don't slap each other enough. Dude, it's
Yeah,
like
I know what you mean.
it'll be
Yeah.
it's a 40-minute episode and they'll have 2 slap-offs. And the rest of the episode,
whoa.
the rest of the episode is them in the fucking house.
Oh, no.
no.
I'm out.
No.
Eject.
Just
No.
chugging alcohol and arguing with each other.
No,
And I'm like,
thank you.
Hey, you have a show where you have a competition where you slap each other. I don't need to see you argue in a house.
This
Go fucking slap each other. What are we doing here?
Seriously, Derek, literally, when you were bringing up the last show, what is the last show called again? The
Physical 100.
Physical 100. I was literally going to say, whenever I hear reality TV, it's always some fuckers in a house. But I like that what you're saying is like, it sounds
Physical
like
100
a great
is not in a house.
Yeah, it's a competition. But I was literally going to bring up the stuck in a house example, and then I didn't because I just thought, I'm being mean to reality TV. Some people enjoy that. It's fine. But now you're bringing up this one, and it's like, this is what I'm fucking talking about. Why are we doing this?
Slap off. They're all stuck in a house. But they try to do this classic reality show thing where they make you care about the contestants. I cannot bring myself to give a fuck about these guys who professionally slap each other. They're always
can they slap?
They have like a 10-minute segment where they get them call their family and stuff, and it's like you see them interacting with their family, but I'm like, why do we care? Are the kids gonna be like, "Hey, Dad, have you been slapped hard recently? hey, Daddy, is somebody gonna slap you tonight?" Like,
did you get any chalk in your eye?
yeah,
Dad?
they're trying to make it like wholesome, but I'm like, this isn't wholesome. You're
Yeah.
like,
Terrible.
you're talking to your kids, but 30 seconds ago you were drunk and trying to fight a guy in a kitchen, and the
Yeah.
producer's threatening to kick you out of the house.
Damn.
So,
Yeah, you can't slap them in the house. You can slap them in the arena, but not the house.
Save it.
Only
You
in
got to
front of Dana
save it
White.
for the right
yeah.
place.
So, Power Slap, not so good. I do not recommend Power Slap. Watch the highlights on YouTube if you can.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what I was
okay.
going to say. I think I'm into that.
I think it's interesting just to watch people get slapped and try not to fall down. That's
afterwards.
That's a
I
good
could do
premise.
Yeah.
Like the show should just be that over and over. But
Are there knockouts?
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
that
I've
old-
seen a couple clips that were ghastly.
That Boss
Now, if you
style
get knocked
open
out,
palm.
are you done? Are
Okay,
you out of
so
the competition?
here's how
Out of the house?
Here's how Power Slap works the game. They have a podium and you flip a coin. And this is the most bullshit part because if you win the coin flip, you have like an 80% chance of winning the competition.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because a lot of these end in a first slap knockout.
Yeah,
wow.
A lot of them do.
Ah.
But what it is they give you like a foam like noodle, like a fun noodle, and you have to hold it behind your back and you have to just sit there and be slapped. If you flinch, that's a foul and the person gets to slap you again.
Oh, fuck that.
Fuck
No.
that.
So,
Nope.
oh, and they chalk up their hands too.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
chalk everywhere.
I would just assume you close your eyes, right?
Some people do, some people
Because
don't.
I would.
I would flinch if I
Actually,
didn't.
I don't know if anybody closes their eyes. I don't know if you're allowed to.
Oh, shit.
And the person who's slapping, I found out, is not allowed to move their feet at all. They can't even lift their heels up,
Okay, that makes sense.
or else that's a foul. But I don't know because you can't like unslap somebody. you lose points because it's a point-based system if
Sure.
nobody gets knocked out. But so you have to say which hand you're going to slap them with, right or left, and you can choose 1, 2, or 3. Which means if you slap them on one, you say right hand 1. They're like, okay, go. Boom. But if it's like right hand 3, it's 1.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
2.
Boom.
Boom.
So after you get slapped, you have 15 seconds
Uh-huh.
to recover.
Okay.
And a recovery is foam noodle behind your back at the podium, ready to go.
Okay.
So dudes will be slapped and fall down to the ground, and they have 15 seconds to get back up
Okay.
and like get back to the
Oh
podium.
my God.
And some dudes get slapped so hard they don't even realize they're laying on the ground.
Oh,
there was
fuck,
one
dude.
dude.
Yeah.
There was
Concussion.
one dude who was like
Snoring.
he was down there for like a minute, and then he was like, "Okay, I'm ready." And they're like, "No, you're out. You're out of the game." And he was like, No, I'm not. No. And they're like,
Oh, that's
no,
awesome.
you just got knocked out. And he didn't remember it.
Oh my
That's
God,
Is
dude.
Butterbean okay?
That's
It's Butterbean. Okay.
And then so after the 15 seconds, you're back at the podium, and then it's your turn, and you have 30 seconds to slap the person. So it goes fast. It's 30 seconds to slap them, 15 seconds to recover, 30 seconds for the next round, and they do 3 rounds.
That's why there's so much drinking in the kitchen at the house.
Yeah.
There's not enough slapping.
That's crazy. What is this on?
TBS.
TBS. Yeah, it comes on after AEW Dynamite.
You'd be surprised how many people break their wrists in that show.
Oh,
Off people's
sure.
faces.
Yeah.
A lot of people will slap them the first time. They'll be like, "My hand is broken."
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
you're
out.
colliding. I mean,
Yeah, they're like,
an
well,
object.
just slap him again. Maybe you'll knock him out.
My
So
God.
they slap him with a broken hand.
Fuck. They can't switch hands. They can't.
I mean, they can, but
yeah,
their
but you've been
left hand
training
is-
with
they're
okay.
weaker
Well, I'd
hand.
rather hit with a non-broken hand.
yeah, that's something. Oh, but then you might break both.
I did something last week that should have done years ago, and I bit the bullet and I returned my cable boxes and I got rid of cable.
Oh,
once and
wow.
for all.
Damn.
I did it.
Wow.
Are you the last
Cut
one
the cord?
I think I'm the last one.
in all of California?
no,
I
my
think I'm the last one.
parents.
Oh,
My parents have every service and they barely watch cable at this point. It's like, just get rid of it. Well, we have our things that it's like,
I miss I miss like the Padres are starting soon. And that was my one thing. But the company that Bally Sports has Padre games, but they went bankrupt. So it's like, now what's gonna happen? So can we just stream it? I'll pay $20 a month to buy it. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm hoping something will get resolved, but I couldn't do it anymore. Like,
so as of right now,
yeah.
you chose to get rid of your cable like the same week they announced the Padres
How
are
much-
not going to be streaming it.
Well, they didn't say they're not gonna be streaming. I don't know what's gonna happen, but what's that?
How much money were you spending on cable?
I don't even want to say. It's embarrassing, but
People want to know. Was it
People- I mean,
300?
no. I think because I still have that. I still have that service because I have internet through them
Included
too.
internet, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's $120 less. So I was paying
Oh, that's
$120
good.
on cable
A month?
a month.
Dang.
Yeah.
Were you
That's
watching
good.
a lot of TV?
I mean, I guess yeah, but not like cable. I was watching a lot of times I would hook up the app through on Apple TV, but use my cable account to watch it. So
yeah,
like,
you could do that.
like Fox or
Did you have like premium
Football.
channels?
I had DVR. I didn't have any premium channels. No, cable's really expensive, and I
$120
realized
you didn't even have HBO or Stars?
No, my parents was
no.
at least that too.
And I
without any of
think
those.
it's because they're obviously they're failing. But
Yeah.
when I walked into, I felt so dumb walking in to return the boxes because I walked in and it was a cell phone provider store now. Like everything was like, here's our cell phone. There's nothing to do with cable anywhere. And it's like, I'm the last guy to do this. Like this is no one has this shit
Did they
anymore.
take
It's
it
ju-
off your hands?
I mean, the box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or were they like, sir, this is not where you bring this?
No.
Oh,
They're like,
okay.
yeah. I mean,
You're in the right
They get this
spot.
every fucking day, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I walked in I'm like, it's all cell phones here. Where's the cable boxes? Oh, they don't even do that anymore. Like, no one has cable but me. And I just wanted to watch fucking baseball. And for some reason, they signed these contracts, the baseball with the teams, decades ago. But
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you're with cable, and like that's before streaming was a thing. And so now they're still locked in these fucking contracts where like you cannot watch your team play. It's impossible to watch it, which is so dumb. It's the dumbest fucking thing.
Unless you go to the game.
You know, I'm mentally prepared for full society collapse at this point.
yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
That's
It just
All right.
seems like the mentality here for every service provider, anything you want in your life, the idea is, we're not making enough money. We're going to make it way more expensive.
Yeah.
And then the response from the average Joe, like you or me, is like, I can't afford that. I guess I'll cancel it. So then those companies make 100% less money than they were making before. How is that going to sustain anything?
What I just thought was like, well, you still have me for the internet, and eventually you're going to have to raise the prices of that
Yeah.
because you need to offset something. Because so like, I think I'm just going to be screwed eventually by this. I don't know, but like it is such a thing where it's like sports isn't like everything to me, but I really enjoy it, especially like. The idea that I cannot watch Padre games like really upsets me. And if you can buy the MLB app,
yeah.
and so you can watch any team except the team in market. So I can watch any other game I want.
That's bullshit.
Except the Padres.
Oh my God!
Because
What?
of where I'm
Because you live in San
Can
Diego.
you get a VPN to
VPN,
break
yeah.
that?
I don't know.
You probably could. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's exactly what
That's
it is.
Because
exactly what they
it-
advertise for.
Yeah, Major League Baseball, suck on that.
I just feel like, well, that's the dumbest fucking logic. Like that is insane.
That is some old ass man
This
contract.
is what I'm saying,
shit.
dude.
Yeah.
They abuse the fan base so much. You're going to be put in a position where you have no other choice but to not be
Steal
a
it.
fan anymore.
Or steal it.
Or
But-
steal it so they get no revenue.
How is it? Oh, I guess I could do that. But
You know.
if I got the MLB app and the VPN, they would consider that stealing. But I'm still paying for the fucking service. It's
Exactly.
not stealing.
It's just stealing according to their terms, which are not legally binding.
which are insane
whatsoever.
that you can't watch the team
mean,
that
they
you
are.
want to watch. That's so stupid.
You got to pretend you live in Arizona.
Oh,
You're like, "Oh, you paid for this, but we don't want you to have this, so I guess you're a criminal now.
yeah. It's insane.
Well, you bringing up society collapsing and all that stuff.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
You bringing up,
I agree.
but you're also, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of on me now to kind of maybe bring a little light at the end of that tunnel.
All the
And,
kids in Disneyland, society's over.
I think things are looking up. In fact, all that talking about slapping, I've got some good news for you guys in this week's slap date.
A slap that is still reverberating through.
From Will Smith's Oscar night assault, banning Will Smith from all Academy events.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of him.
Okay, great news as reported on by Variety. You'll all be able to sleep a little easier tonight.
Okay.
Variety has reported the Academy has added an Oscars crisis team after the Will Smith slap. This is just let's see, this is only a couple days ago. They said we'll be prepared for anything we may not anticipate. This is let's see, Kramer. Don't mention Kramer. Bill Kramer. Okay, he's the CEO. Different Kramer. Sorry. The head of Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences says we have a whole crisis team for this year's Oscars. Something we've never had before, and many plans in place. Kramer said, "We've run many scenarios, so it is our hope that we will be prepared for anything we may not anticipate." But we're planning for just in case it does happen. So they said they've run every scenario possible.
Okay. That means they have to have a plan for if Will Smith does show up. There has to be a plan for that.
A Will Smith
What will
contingency.
happen if Will Smith makes his way on the premises? What will we do?
So because he's banned for at least a decade, right?
Yeah.
That was what was reported. But anyway, they said because of the slap last year, we've opened our minds to many things that could happen at the Oscars. But these crisis plans, the crisis communication teams and structures we have in place allow us to say, this is the group that we have to gather very quickly. Wow. This is how we all come together.
Wow. Code 6, we have a Gemini man.
I don't even know
Code 6, Gemini man he has arrived.
iRobot, we have an iRobot.
They got a contingency in case that Elden Ring kid gets up on stage after someone's award. It's gonna
Dude,
be,
that kid is out.
they're gonna stop any nonsense. Ricky Gervais is not even let in the building. Does he host?
I feel like this just encourages more slapping.
Yeah.
How do we get around
I want to
this?
see what they'll do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to put the team to the test.
I just want to know. They said we've run every scenario. I would love to be in the room for what other scenario.
what were they saying was
Okay,
gonna
so
happen?
we all know what's going to win. We all know when Top Gun Maverick wins, who's going to be mad about that? Okay,
It was
the guy from Banshees of Inisherin going to run up here? What do you guys think?
This was memed to death, and rightfully so. But it is still wild to me that they announced the wrong winner one year. Like that is so fucking crazy.
I think it was today or yesterday was the 3-year anniversary of that,
Really.
where it actually happened. Yeah.
Like when it happened, I was so sick of it because everyone was talking about it.
does
But
that
now,
happen?
in a little bit of hindsight, it's like that is what a fuck up.
Wasn't it just Warren Beatty didn't read it right? Wasn't that what it
The card
was?
was weird or something like that.
Yeah, he had a script for Dick Tracy in his hand, and he just couldn't.
Yeah, he was too busy.
was-
He was like, "Oh, I'm the detective here."
It was
I
the
gotta
same
solve-"
year, though. I think everyone was saying everyone's name wrong, too. Like John Travolta couldn't pronounce Idina Menzel.
Hey, remember that? He just said Adele Dazeem.
Yeah.
And they were like, all right. Like, what
Yeah,
was
it's so
happening?
weird with the cards, Kevin. I just think that these alcoholic actors are a little past their prime.
Oh, okay. Well,
Sorry.
But
John
anyway.
Travolta watching that. You can yell at him,
So
but not me.
that's
I was
all I
thinking
wanted
of
to
a
share in
Warren.
case you guys were getting nervous or like you were mentioning society collapsing. I just feel like, there's not really a point in worrying about any of that now. They've got a task force ready in case anything goes weird.
I'm imagining like a SWAT team with like the Academy Award like statue like, on their vest and like all serious. Probably not what it is. Probably just Jerry over there, who's just like a guy who's like, I got a flashlight on. What the fuck I'm gonna
I
do?
got some zip tie handcuffs.
Yeah.
You know, I think all Will Smith needs to do to just put this controversy behind him is have a television special and just say, Chris Rock, you get a free one.
Dude, put him on the slap show.
Yes.
Dude,
I would
Chris
watch
Rock,
that.
you get a free one. He puts the foam noodle behind his back and goes, go ahead.
Yes.
And Chris Rock goes, right hand 3.
Yes.
Boom. And it's like, okay, where are you?
And they shake
They
hands.
fist bump.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, all's good. You can be nominated for an Oscar again.
I think that is the manly thing to do.
I'm cool with it.
I'm fine with
Yeah.
that.
I'm fine with
Chris,
that.
ball's in your court.
Will Smith does have a new movie coming out. It's like an Apple TV thing or something.
Emancipation?
I
It's
keep
already
seeing
out.
it. Yeah, I think it's already out.
Oh, it's already, yeah.
But this is gonna sound crazy. But that slap, I'm like, I don't watch your movies anymore. Like, I don't
It's
want to
weird.
see any Will Smith movie
I'm
anymore.
not in protest of him or anything mentally. Like, I don't think that. But then, yeah, I see him and I'm kind of like, nah. Like that, like, you know what I mean? It's like when, bear with me here. It's like when the Jared Fogle thing happened at Subway. I know that wasn't Subway. Well, he said in court that it was their fault, that the food made him crazy.
He ate too many.
But it's not the sandwich place's fault, but it was at the center of all that now I'm like, no, I don't want to go. I ain't going there.
I feel bad for Will Smith. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
he's
mean,
definitely
It's
going
scary to see. Well, what were you going to say? Going through.
He's been going through, I would consider mental health, problems.
Some shit. Yeah.
Even before this, he'd been on his wife's fucking podcast and they were dealing with infidelity.
and she's telling him
Yeah,
live
that was
that
weird.
she cheated on him.
I mean, the guy has been put through the fucking ringer and, you push a man too far.
I really think this is a case of being in the spotlight, being in Hollywood,
Yeah.
having a reputation, having an idea of who you are and your own self-image, and it slowly gets shattered with everything you're saying.
Yeah.
You went through a lot of shit, and then this slap happens, and it's like you're done. And it's like just crazy. See how far he's fallen, how quickly, and it's sad, I think, to see
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
fall so far.
Yeah, it's sad to me because I always really liked him too.
yeah,
So,
everyone
you know.
did. And like on
Oh,
a
lovable.
if you had
Every
told me
character.
a year ago that Will Smith would win an Oscar and I'd be mad about it, I'd be like, what the fuck? No.
Yeah, it wasn't like an act. It wasn't like Pauly Shore did this, where I'm like,
Actually,
I
I
don't
would be
know.
happy Pauly Shore won an Academy Award. That'd be hilarious.
No, I mean like
Biodome
if
3.
you slap someone.
Oh,
You know,
oh, yeah.
There's so much pressure, and maybe you guys feel it just being in Mega64 as you get older to fight to stay relevant.
Mm-hmm.
There's always young actors coming up who are like beautiful and ripped, and you've been doing this for 30 years, and it's like, I have to fight to stay relevant. Will Smith lost that fight. You know, it's just a sad story.
He could come back though. Like there's been other actors that have like fell from grace.
I think
then,
he'll come back.
And then they make a triumphant return. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think though it's interesting because everyone in that room didn't know how to react, and then when he won, he got that standing ovation.
Yeah,
But
Which
I
is
think
even weirder.
It's weird, especially because they didn't know how it was going to shake out. But now I think it's pretty clear that like that was fucked up, and everyone's on Chris Rock's side. I think,
Yeah.
and so it's kind of like everyone on footage or on camera who's like clapping, standing up for him. It's like that's a bad look for all of you. You all look bad.
but no one knew what to do.
I know.
They didn't.
I was
They
at the
did not know
fucking
what to do.
Academy Museum watching that in the theater, and everyone there. I remember they had the person running the show was
MC.
like, I'm not really sure what happened, but you can't make fun of someone's hair condition. You can't do that. And people were like, yeah, because it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know what just happened, but I agree with what they're saying. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of messed up. No one knew what to think in that moment. And all I remember is everyone going like, God, it's going to be so fucking awkward in here if he wins. And then he did. And it was,
So you guys were being recorded. You weren't like, joining in the group think of, oh my God, we got to get up and clap because we're in the room with Will Smith.
Yeah, no.
He might slap us. Did they clap in your auditorium in your theater for his win?
When he won?
Yeah.
No, it was just fucking awkward in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
You guys knew
no one
better.
knew because they muted the whole thing when they played it in the theater we were at.
because he's saying fuck. You can't have.
Yeah,
that.
they kept muting it, so people were just like, what happened?
Yeah.
Like everyone was just like, that was so fucking weird. And then it was like, oh man, if he wins, what's even going to happen? And then he did, and then everyone was just like, Jesus. Oh my God. What does
the
he
proper
say?
reaction. Not
Everyone was just
applauding.
cringing. Yeah.
Not a standing ovation.
They just clapped. Everyone did clap when the comedian that was like helping run the show was like,
Well, they're clapping
don't
for
make
him.
fun of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was just like,
he's-
well, that's a good message.
He's trying to get through this gig too. That's like,
Yeah.
how the fuck do I clean it?
Yeah.
How do I get through this?
No one knew what to say. So anyway, I still count my blessings I was there that night. That was so much fun.
Man, learn to laugh at yourself. If you're
Yeah.
watching this, do yourself a favor. Learn to not take your life so seriously.
Yeah.
Somebody makes fun of you, be like, eh.
It's
Fucking move
still,
on.
yeah, not 9 times out of 10 when I'll read a comment doing that to me, 9 times out of 10, it's like, yeah, I've been doing this so long. Yeah, great. Yeah, next. But I would be remiss to say there's always going to be one that's like, oh, you hit that one thing I'm insecure about right now, But but it's like you really have to see it from the other side of it, which is like it's just an idiot saying stuff. It's like you can't take it. It's not like a family member saying it.
Hey, and it was a well-written joke.
That's different.
Well, also, like, you have to think if nothing happened, no one would remember that joke at all.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But now we'll never forget it.
And you can't come back for 10 years.
If he would have laughed it off,
That's it.
he'd have his second Oscar nomination this year.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Learn to laugh, people. Learn to fucking not take shit so seriously.
And he could even say he could still do it in a different way, later. Like, hey, I was at the Oscars. Chris Rock wasn't funny as usual. Anyway, blah blah. Whatever. Maybe. But that was.
What's going to happen? He's going to get home. Jada's going to be mad at him. She already cheated on him.
She already punished him. You're saying?
Yeah. I guess you got a point, Garrett.
I don't know. She'd be mad at him. She'd be like, "Fuck Chris Rock." That's what she'd say.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
I
And
agree.
then you can go, you're right, baby.
I should have slapped him for you. I should have done that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Next time.
I'll slap him when the cameras are off.
Yeah, next time. Oh, if those cameras weren't on, babe, I would have just...
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
that was a very analytical.
Yeah.
slap
Let's talk about
for
what's
you.
going on with Bruce Willis now.
All right, yeah, Bruce. We got a Willis
Dang,
date,
dude.
Bruce date.
Could it get darker if you tried?
I really couldn't. I really
That's
couldn't.
sad.
Well, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Bruce Willis's diagnosis has progressed.
Yeah.
That's the latest.
Yeah.
Dude, this
We
is
talked about it before.
Let's
but-
kind of about Bruce Willis. I watched Die Hard the other night with Beckett,
Yeah.
and I rented it. And it was like we watched the first 15 minutes, but then somebody came up like, "Oh, we'll watch it tomorrow." And then that didn't work out. But hey, we have 16 minutes. We gotta watch this fucking thing now.
Gotta
So we
find
put
out.
it on and we watched the movie.
Why'd you have 16 minutes?
Oh, the rental was gonna expire.
48-hour rental.
48-hour
Okay,
rental.
Okay.
But if you start
Oh.
it,
You have time.
you have time.
Yeah.
So we start it. It says 60 minutes left. We'll start it. Play. We are 5 minutes away from being over. Boom. Rental's over. It's like, but I was watching it, and it was well past the 16 minutes. It wasn't like it ended at that moment. It was like, I don't know what the fuck happened. And so then I'm like, well, shit. Okay, well,
Wikipedia.
well, YouTube maybe has the last 10 minutes on. So I'm like going on YouTube, and like he's just like, what happened? I'm like, I'm a second. And so I hit play on the YouTube videos, like last scene of Die Hard. I'm like, great. And all it is just like Alan Moon just falling. Oh, and he's like, oh, wait, that was too far. We weren't there yet. We were like we were before that. Shit. Okay, and then he still. That was a week and a half ago. He's still never seen the ending because I don't know what happened, and I'm not renting it again.
Wow.
You fucked that
Time
up.
for Die Hard 2.
I told Sean,
So bad.
4K Blu-ray. I got it. You could have asked.
Dude, that's
I
so
got it for
cool.
you, dude.
It's like, well, why did it end it there? What the fuck? Anyways,
They probably just don't have a way to time it exactly, and so they give you a little buffer period, like
Yeah,
as,
I
a,
probably.
as a coding hack.
And you use that buffer.
yeah, I blew through that buffer. I've done that before though, where I've rented something and it's like, oh shit, I got 15 minutes, I should watch it, and it lets me watch the whole thing. It's never ended it before for me. Yeah, but then at the end it's like, that was okay, I guess. I'm like, you can't give an opinion on it yet. You didn't see the ending.
I mean, you almost have to wait another year or two and just watch it from the beginning again.
Yeah,
It's
I remember having something like that happen to me when I was younger. I don't remember who I was watching it with. And it wasn't even like it wasn't like Die Hard or Glass. I was watching King Kong, the 2005 King Kong.
Ooh, the Peter Jackson
And we
one?
all watched it. I don't remember where I was. And whatever pirate, I got it like early. I got like a leaked copy or something. And it cut like, he got on that building and it was like, here come the planes. And it ended there.
That's hilarious.
And everyone was like, what the fuck? They couldn't even like.
That's the.
I'm like, no.
If you're the person who stole that movie and put it on the internet, you know it's like, this is the part everyone's waiting for. Let's just not give it to him.
But it was on me. It was on me because I was the one that dug it up. You know what I mean? I was the one that found it.
And got the group together.
And and they were like, Rocco, so what's up? Like, that's it? Bro. And I think it was the file was too big, so it had to be split or something. So it just ended there.
Part 1
Wait, I'll download part 2. 1 second.
Yeah, part 2. It was going to take a day to get part 2, and it was just like to see him get shot.
Did you ever see the ending of that movie?
I mean, I saw it in theaters,
Oh,
so
okay.
I was good. It was everyone else that I brought that, the movie to. It was before it was out on DVD and stuff. So
Yeah,
So
that's
much
your
for
back.
that.
You're allowed to download a backup if you legally own a copy. So
yeah,
you're
I did
allowed.
it. I did it legally. I'm totally good.
Yeah, he's
In the eyes of the law.
In my-
And I'm gonna watch these Potter games, and it's gonna be. I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
find
watch
a
them
way
in Minecraft.
that's gonna be legal.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone. It was a good week. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Good
Are
ass
we
show.
done?
Yeah, I had all kinds of shit about the new VR and Metroid, but you know what? I'm gonna save it.
Yeah,
And
save
maybe
it.
maybe in the after show I'll bring
Save
it
it
up.
for
If you're
after show.
lucky.
Even then, I'm not even sure.
Okay, thank you.
I want to hear it.
Keep it to myself. But thank you, everyone. Like we said, patreon.com/mega64. We put up all kinds of stuff, plenty to watch with our movie club show, Friend Dimension. Again, like I said, we put up behind the scenes of our board game event that we did, plus other videos that we've done. There's so much to watch on there. If you want to support the show and what we do, patreon.com/mega64. And we'll be at PAX, like we said earlier, at the end of March. So come see us. And stay tuned for more fun announcements to come.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Garrett, you can stop me to end the show. Go ahead.
Okay.
No
Right
rings.
hand
No rings.
3.
Okay.
Go ahead. Just slap him.
Okay.
What?
Oh, I was waiting for you to cut, Johnny. You're supposed to fucking cut.